Charity and Rackham at your service.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Ah,
Stunning. Oh, hold on.
did you make me
Click
disappear?
again. Yeah. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Are you able to come in the broadcast, Mr.
Tony?
Tony D? Because I always give the directorship to someone who knows better to work with this thing than I am. Wow, 333. Hello, JD.
Three women, that's dangerous.
Oh.
Oh,
Her time there is 3:33 in the morning.
yes.
The Magic Three.
Yep.
The witching hour.
What the? Yeah, I
Yes.
just finished my pirate story time.
Yes,
I've got
Des
about
is here.
I got
Of
about
course, Des is here.
I love it on you. You look very fancy.
yeah. I think this costume's worth more than because I've been this character now since 2004, and every few years I just invest and invest and invest, and yeah, this is my lighter shirt, and this is like, I mean, there's some, I've got, this character's got more wardrobe than I've got in real life. I mean, for the really wet weather, I've got a leather version of this hat. It's just like, yeah, this costume is worth so much freaking money. I'm just like, but
Hello,
it was a
DJ.
good investment, really good investment. It really helped the character and the gigs, and got more jobs as I took it more and more seriously. So yeah, this is probably one of the most comfortable characters I do. And I'm not
Oh,
wearing my sword or my big belt right now because it's just there's no room here. The sword just won't fit in this corner. Oop.
You look
And
good.
thank you.
awesome.
And
Thank
the
you.
cat just fell on the tripod. Will you stop rubbing against the tripod, cat? Come on. She's like, well, if you're not going to pet me, I'm just going to do this. She just did the typical kitty cat thing of fall over and like pretend that she's, going to die if I don't pet her. Silly kitty. Still in Michael's broadcast.
Is it still on?
JB is sharing his COVID story?
Oh, okay.
Cats go fake.
Oh,
I guess he is still on. It could be where everyone
actually, I
else.
wanted to listen.
Well, we'll meet over there.
No, I just opened up the broadcast.
She opened up one because Michael was going to shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Michael.
And he always does that to her. Yeah. Always says, I'm going to shut down. And then, like, 2 hours later, he's playing
It's not a
songs.
typical Trontonian thing, okay? It's just not a typical Trontonian thing. It's a Michael thing, okay? Just because we're born and raised in the same city and are living in the same city does not mean Michael,
I
get
just
off.
don't. I just don't share much about like my vaccine issues because people's opinions like they put me down for it. So it's
Thank you,
like
Deb.
I don't
Awesome.
really share it. So I only say like a little bit of things, and then I'm just kind of like boop, I'm just gonna go frolic in the woods real quick.
Well, I was doing my story time for the last 2 hours, so I have no idea what Michael's talking about over there. Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about COVID at least twice a month.
Jesus, Michael.
Like he brings up the whole entire vaccine issue and then like tries to get both sides of the story with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'm just like, man, wow, like I feel awkward because
Yeah.
I'm not the vax type, okay? Because I grew up epileptic, and so like with the Tdap and MMR and all that stuff, it like really triggered the seizures and well, doctors like, well, that's not real, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's my story. And but Yeah, every time I had
But this
a
is
shot from
it's a
anything, I
personal
had a seizure, but that's why
yeah,
I don't take it, and it's
it's a
just
personal
yeah.
thing. I went and I had reasons not to, and then I went and did it because in order to be working back in my business and to be able to do conventions and anything like that, they want this vaccine passport thing, which they've now passed through. So it's like, okay, fine, I'll take the risk, and I did it. And Helga, I'm still grateful you were there on my first shot because I was just so sick. I get a hold of Helga and I'm like, I need someone to talk to. I can't move. My body temperature's fluctuating, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
really sick.
I was
yeah, I didn't get it
horrible.
because I saw my mom sick.
Yeah. But I got through it, and
Something
I
that's
now
gonna
have
make
my
me sick
I now have my
that bad.
passport so I can do my gigs. So, but yeah, I
Mhm.
had to get a hold of someone. I'm like, Helga, talk to me. No one's around, and she's like, Yep, we'll talk. It was really good because I needed
She's good
something to
for that.
focus on. Oh yeah. When you're sick, find a mother, right?
Mhm.
When you're sick, always find a mother. But it's a very
I just didn't
personal thing.
know it would trigger the seizures like it does with flu
Mm.
shots and the Tdap, and because I went last time when I went to the doctor's office, I was before I was pregnant with my daughter. They said I can't take the Tdap because it can trigger the seizures, and I was like, I didn't know that, and kind of went back in my history and looked at when I had the seizures compared to when I had the shots, and I was like, well, that describes a lot. But they don't want to pin that against any type of vaccine, because they put a law out where you can't pin anything against vaccines. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a bunch of anti-vaxxers that tried to get into one of the big malls here, and they were just fighting and fighting and fighting, and it was like, look, guys, just they've put the passport thing out, and then a couple months from now, they're going to do the next stage and the next stage, and eventually you'll be able to do what you want to do. But it's an invisible
Hopefully,
virus. Just be patient. Just be patient.
Yeah. I'm
hopefully.
I'm a
Mm.
homebody, so it doesn't really matter to me if I don't get it. So I
Oh
do
God,
absolutely nothing. So
I'm so opposite of you. I can't do it. I tried. I tried. I'm just like, I want my conventions. I want my big parties.
Yeah, but
I want to
listen,
have
be
20, 30.
realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Each time there is a variant.
Got my shot, no symptoms. Went to
You
work the
know,
next day. I guess I was lucky. Yeah, Martin was the same way, Ted. Martin got a little aggravated and a little more pissy at the world type thing and became very grumbly for a couple days, but that's about the only effect it had on him. That's it. And it was just like I chalked it up to the virus. I was just like, or to the shot. I was just like, okay, you know, be grumbly for a couple days. And I basically told him to get lost, and he went and crashed at a friend's place for 3 days, and it was pretty funny. It's like, well, why'd you get kicked out? Because I'm grumbly. Why are you grumbly? Because I got the shot. Oh, want to crash on my couch? Sure. It was great. I've never kicked him out before. It was great. It's like I had nights of peace.
there's,
Oh, my
there's.
patience.
huh. What?
Did you read the last comment?
Yeah, but I don't care what anybody else's opinions are. It's just what I am
Hmm.
in my own energy wave.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is it. If you're willing to, like, I mean, every government's going to do what it has to do, and it's up to the government to decide for a population of so many people who are so different from each other. It can't be an easy job, right or wrong. It can't be an easy job. So it's like, as long as we all just keep breathing and just say, okay, I'm willing to accept this for a while. My limits are this or my limits are that, and we just be civil to each other. Just
Mhm.
that's my attitude. Is if it'll take longer if certain things might happen or certain things might not happen. It's an invisible virus. It's none of us can walk up to it and go, now look, I'm done with you. I fire you. And you can't. It's not gonna walk up and say I quit. It's you can't negotiate with something like this.
I have a question.
I probably have an answer. I hope.
Hopefully, what if I would live where there was no internet
Oh,
and no TV, meaning where nature is still nature, what we don't know about. Do you think that COVID is there?
don't know. That's one I actually don't have an answer for.
Mm,
Like, I mean, when you think about it, before explorers decided to go from country to country or landmass to landmass,
mhm,
they didn't know that they were bringing viruses with them that the immune systems here couldn't handle.
mhm,
So, without knowing what corners of the globe various people wound up in, it's hard to tell if something, progresses like that or if something was gonna. I mean, if it's a mutation of something that exists and that something exists on the island, well, then there's a good chance. But if it didn't, there's a good chance it doesn't. But that's one of those that's one of those unanswerable mysteries that we'd have to actually try to find somewhere. Like, I mean, the Amazon, there are parts of the Amazon where no human being has ever been still. They're smaller and smaller all the time, but if you want to go into one of those parts and test the theory, but then you're bringing it with you if you've already got it. So yeah, it's we need. I read a meme at one time that said the biggest virus on the planet is the human being.
mhm.
Boom.
It's like, okay, I can see that. So yeah, it's there's still a lot of the questions we can't answer, and it's funny because it's funny that we're having this discussion. I'm dressed like this because I mean piracy was some of the early exploration, the earliest exploration. If it
Well, no
wasn't for
one
people
knows the
getting,
truth about any of this. It's all hearsay.
yeah,
So internet things. So yeah. The only people who know about the truth of it is the government. And for me, I quit taking my seizure meds and because they were making me feel funky, and I actually stopped relying
bad
on the
funky, I
government so
assume.
much. Yeah, like funky, like zombie funky. I couldn't.
Oh my
I was
lord.
on the
Okay.
highest dose, but yeah, it's like this like weird PTSD, like in a way of um not wanting to trust your government in a way, and it's just like how can I trust anything? It's like a spiritual PTSD, and it's just like when you're looking at all this, it's like, and then looking at the Matrix movie, and then all this other stuff, you're like, I'm gonna die anyways. It doesn't matter how I'm gonna die or like what's going on. So I don't know what to trust or what to think anymore in a way.
Well,
Um, you know,
since Michael's over there talking about this subject matter, let's switch to talking about your art because I think it's awesome.
Well,
Whoa.
that was not the reason why I opened up this broadcast. It's because
Okay.
Michael, uh, yeah, we need to stay on this topic, and if you don't
Okay.
want to
No. I wasn't
continue,
sure.
it's okay.
No, I wasn't
But
sure.
yeah, can you read the comments from
Yeah,
Gravitational
and
Time
unfortunately,
of Death? Can
GTD,
you read it? Huh?
um, GTD, get over on Haps so that you can see any other person's comments. It's easier to get into the conversation that way. But they're over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get rid of the
Let me
longer we
see.
have more than 60% unjabbed, the easier it is to see the effects on the jabbed. Control groups are for
Yes.
in real research. Yes.
I think that's the hardest part about being spiritually like awakened and like having like these reality checks in a way, because you don't know what's real and what's not real anymore, because
Yeah.
the more you dig into like reality, the faker it gets. And it's just like you don't know whether to hold on to like the whole spiritual aspect because you think that's fake and program too, as well as the human life. And it's just like, how do you go about anything in the realistic world or spiritual world? So I'm kind of in this limbo of life where I'm like, what the fuck? Am I alive or dead? Or am I a living dead person in a way? So it's like, either way, if I got the jab or didn't get the jab, if I die or don't die, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
The choice of words, the jab. The jab.
I'm
Dude.
dead in a source of anything anyways, because it's
Well,
you know.
you know, Nostradamus said anything from every 25 to 30 years somewhere on the planet there will be a major change. And that was before the whole planet knew the whole planet existed. So I can't help but think that this is just another cycle, because he's been pretty good on his predictions. And that it's just a global this time instead of a country, instead of a single aspect, instead of a corner. And we're all going to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 5, 10, 20 years from now, we may have a completely different society.
Definitely.
You know,
And I think
You
that's like what happened to me, like when I died and I came back and I saw the other side and everything over there, and there was nothing. Like, it was non-existent. It was just a black hole of energy, but with like shadows, and just, it was different. But coming back to this, and then you realize, like, it's just, like a program. And then like, like Jedi said, it's a like, yep, go get one. She said holographic program, and it's like, that's kind of like what this moment feels in this way. I'm helping. Give me a but I got a mom. But that's like
Reason
what
number
I've been
3.
feeling lately, and it's just like, how can you differentiate reality from any of this? Like,
I'm working in
and
an industry that makes the fake into reality. I mean, that's our job. A lot of what we do, people perceive as reality, no matter what. You know, it's crazy. Like, I mean, there are birds that died for these. Okay, you know, but you know,
don't bend those.
you just it's that circle of life thing, which is, you know, we've got to think about.
Look, I can see
Is
you.
as long as we're alive, we're living a circle of life. But what's that circle? Like, when that beginning point doesn't line up with that end point, to line up at the beginning of point, it's no longer a circle, it becomes a spiral. But sometimes at some point that spiral's got to get so small it stops, because there's a middle there. So the question is, how big is this spiral that we've started?
Here.
You know, how long is it going to take to get to the middle?
So it takes,
That's all.
in a way, it takes a man-made jab in order to stop a man-made virus. Because regular viruses, like, cold or flu, kind of go away on their
another
own.
war. To
Yeah,
me, it's just another
exactly.
war.
It
You know,
is.
human beings are never going to leave this alone. We're always going to be warring over something. It's just,
And this time it is our mind.
yeah. I mean, Martin right now is in the hospital, and he's asked me to basically stay quiet about it, because he needs to go through it, and he's been avoiding it, and the whole COVID thing has kind of mentally triggered a lot of it, and he's finally going to get the help that he really, really needs. And I'm not allowed to communicate with him, and he can't get on air or anything, or because they've taken, basically he's in a hospital, so they've taken everything away from him, so that, you know, he's not accidentally recording other patients or anything like that. And it's tough, but it's a process we have to go through. This is our battle right now. This is our war. And it has been triggered by a lot of what we've had to do during COVID, and, you know, and the loss of his parents, and we found out so much genetically about him in the last few years that wow, you know, just wow. Like, the fact that he could inherit his parents' PTSD, and that could be part of this too. I mean, they actually went through World War II. They lost family members off the back of trucks. fleeing from the front lines. It's just, they're amazing stories, and they have to be told. And eventually, Martin will get to telling them because he needs to come to terms with them. He has to turn, some of this into stories and stop. He's making himself sick, and
It's
he's
hard to
finally
hold all
doing
that
this.
energy in,
Yeah.
you know.
So he's finally in a hospital, and I don't know what they have to do to make him better. And I've gotten to a point where I'm just going to have to trust the system. And he's gotten to a point where he's trusting the system. It's his choice. So it's really nice seeing him do something, though, that's his choice. Because in the past, it's always been people telling him what to do. And finally, a number of things happened to him. And he looked at himself in the mirror and said, nope, I got to do this. He finally just threw himself at it. So I'm looking forward to the phone calls because he books his time every day on the computer and on the phone. But it's a private sealed off room, which is why he's allowed to. Yeah, I look forward to every day and try to keep things going. So it's drastically affected us, but at the same time, it's brought both of us to a point of there's a lot of things we've been avoiding over the years that we now have to face. So as much as it's a horrible thing, it's if we survive this, it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to us. And that's that positive outcome. That's that final conclusion. We survived. So now what do we do? We got through this. We're one of the lucky fews, whatever terminology you want to use. So what do we do with the world now? And I'm really looking forward to that. I was scared of it for a little while, and now I'm just sitting here going, okay, people are going to do what they're going to do. We're in the middle of it. Let's see what happens. So I'm taking it a lot more casually than I did before. I was panicking all the time, and it was just making me sick too. So now it's just very. I lost a friend the other day because she feels that I'm being accepting of it all and too placid. And I'm a sheep. So no, I just know where my strengths are, and this isn't it. I want to be that entertainer that they all turn to when they're bored out of their skull. Because there's two industries that always survive anything that's big: entertainment and alcohol. And I don't plan on selling alcohol. So entertainment it is. And as artists, it's our job to kind of translate things and put them out there. I mean, your art is beautiful, Des.
And so is yours.
Thank you. I look at it and I'm like, yeah, you see that, especially what was it, the parrot you were doing? That was months ago, but it's beautiful. It's real. It makes me feel like they exist. It gives me that feeling that they exist. I know they do, but the macaw is also on the endangered list. So it just made me feel special to watch you do that. And it's things like that I focus on a lot now. I focus on a lot now just to kind of keep my brain going.
And I think you're right about this whole time. Like this whole it's going on 2 years now with all this stuff going on, and it's really pushed everybody away, but then brought everybody back together.
Yeah.
And I think that's what everybody needed to do, is like focus on things that they were triggered by or had traumatic issues hit them so hard severely when they were younger growing up. Like I would have never came out of the closet to my mom or anybody about what happened to me with my father growing up. Heck no, I would have never told anybody, but I have, and helped me. And it helped me realize for myself, well, I need to heal. So a lot of people have been going through this. I'm sorry, Mama. I kind of cut you off there.
Was I talking?
I think so. I don't know.
No.
It sounded like you started a few times.
No, I just say, oh yeah, thank you, Christy, for the high five award. That's all. Go ahead. I need a break for a second. Be right back.
And I don't hate
Oh, okay.
vaxxers. or anti-vaxxers or anybody like that, you know? It's just like you said, it's a war. It's something that's dragging people apart, and, it's bringing us all back together to realize that it's much deeper than that, all this stuff, and
Yeah.
my story is my story, and your story is your story, and we all have different stories to tell. It just takes different perspectives to bring them all together for us to understand from different points of views of what's going on. Because that's like how spirit or things work. Um,
Yeah.
like at this year has made me question God and like question my own spirituality, and like even if spirituality or like the real things that Helga and I used to teach about, if that was even real. And I'm like, I don't know anymore. Like I've been in a haze lately. Like it feels like I'm a Walking Dead person in a way.
Yeah. I can relate on that a little bit. I'm struggling to get back into practice and what I used to do. And it's tough because what I used to do is very non-invasive. Invasive. Each person in the circle basically gets rid of something. Like I give a subject and they get rid of something. And I tried to do that. You were there for a little bit, but I tried to do that on a public forum because this whole lockdown thing happened shortly after we got back to Toronto, and a lot of friends are not handling this, so they're not my friend anymore. So it's like, okay, well, where do I turn it? Public forum. I'd like to see if I can still reformat it and make it more structured. But I believe in the whole. You can share with someone, but don't insist you're right because you're not that person. So it's healthier for people to just say, I'm going to say this about me. And that's that. Everyone just kind of nods their head and we go on to the next person. And you don't have to agree with that person. You just have to congratulate them for sharing. You don't have to change their mind. You don't have to help them. You don't have to rescue them. It's just letting it out. But when it gets to a point where it's very invasive and pushy and overbearing, and now you don't have a productive thing. You've got one person dominating, and it's not right.
Hmm.
Um, oh, Helga's back. Good. But like
Yes.
I would have not have met you two if I didn't start, exploring some of the subject matters that you guys have been doing. I've been scared to speak up for years. So it's really nice to be more
Hashtag
comfortable.
grateful.
Yes,
Grateful.
Leslie. Grateful.
Yeah.
I missed a bit, but your last words were were also my words. I was always afraid to speak,
Mm.
but not anymore.
This is why I'm
But
pushing
I
for my
know,
art. It's safer to speak that way. Yeah.
but
But
I know
sorry.
now, sorry,
It's okay.
also to be still.
Yeah, I'm not good at that anymore.
I don't need to. I don't need to speak.
I saw your broadcast the other day, and I listened to you as long as I could before I had another obligation. But it's pretty powerful, honey. It was pretty amazingly powerful. It made me cry. I sent a link to Martin, and he listened to it while he was sitting in the waiting room, and he called me later on and said he cried as well. So you touched a lot of people that day. You really did, and it was just sheer honesty. That's what made it beautiful. I wish more people would just hold strength in their own weaknesses, because that's all we can do. We can't hold strength in everyone else's weaknesses. We can only hold strength in our own. Or we're not moving past. We're not moving ahead. We're not leaving the crap behind. We're just getting stuck in it. And it's part of the reason why I definitely love this character, because she's she grew up restricted as a noble. She grew up very structured, very particular, very, and then she winds up in a lifestyle that's very open, very aggressive, very travel and a lot of freedoms to it, but it's 5 times as much work as what she did when she was growing up. So
Mhm.
it becomes attractive to her because it's something she did not grow up with. It's so the opposite. But that's what gives her strength. She's reached a point in her life where she's okay with being completely opposite. She's still a snob, and it's great for the jokes when we do shows and stuff. She's still a snob when it comes to food, and obviously her outfit is very it's pirate, but it's very expensive. So there are aspects of her that are still intact, and she'll never give up those aspects. But
But
it's
when
just reminding her where she came from. That's all.
and why doesn't she allow herself to be that person what she knew that she is?
Well, she does, but she holds on to some of the noble stuff because it's a nice. It makes it easy to write because every once in a while she kind of forgets that she's a pirate, and she'll yell and scream like a noble lady in the courts when she doesn't get her way, and then one of the characters will look over and say, "Oh, but you can't do that anymore, Captain." And she'll do the whole calm down thing and go, "Oh." I mean, especially when we do the full scripted shows, it's great when kids come up to me later on and go, "I yell and scream like that at my parents too, and they say no too." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay." And it just it makes the parents go, "Yeah, I think you just taught my kid to shut up." I said, "Oh, good. Hey, that's great." Um, but it makes for a much more three-dimensional character because people they don't completely give up their past. They just don't. So it's a matter of what part of your past are you holding on to and what part are you giving up.
The part that uh, still haunt us.
Hmm. See, I have some great parts that I'll never give up personally because they're so open to everything and they're so expressive and they get hurt a lot and they get destroyed every once in a while. And
By
I just,
yourself.
well, by myself, sometimes by the situations I'm in, sometimes, there's a number of different reasons, but I'm
Mm,
okay. Like, I mean, I'm an artist. I'm obsessed with the next experience, but
mhm.
I never do experiences through drugs though. I can't handle that. Um, I've done the alcohol thing a couple times and went, nah, you know what, not worth it. But I'm allergic to marijuana, so that helps. It's easy to turn something down when you're allergic to it. Really easy to turn something down when you're allergic to it.
Yeah,
Um,
but don't
but
put it
I've
down.
I've seen what cocaine does to people. I know. So I want to experience. I want to keep experiencing. But there are some things that no matter what, I will never experience because I
Mm,
just don't want to. just I'd rather take a very different kind of risk. I'd rather get up on a zip line or jump out of a plane with a parachute than do marijuana or cocaine. It's just
I love this comment. I invite this. Oh, this is so funny.
like, easy to turn it down. Welcome, Thrawn. It's good to see you again.
Hello,
You have got the
Willie.
most unique responses in the whole world. You always bring a smile to my face. You do. You do.
Thank you for the subscription. And Stevie Wonder, thank you for the subscription too.
You're welcome.
Can
I'm trying not to.
can you read the comments for me, please? It's not that but my English is.
How far back do you want me to go? The
Oh,
Grand
after
Admiral,
the
after the Grand Admiral, the whole
yeah,
full. Yeah, okay. Grand Admiral, good to see you again. Thank you. Uh, Anthony Davis, that's the reason that I don't drive myself to alcohol. My diabetes can't, and I wouldn't handle it. Yeah, that's very valid. Yeah.
yeah.
We're on our way. You're about to get flooded. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is everyone over from Michael's.
Alrighty, there we go.
Hi,
There we
Helga.
go.
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol anymore because it really triggers the hypoglycemia. So
Well, that
yeah.
would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, Full House.
Hi, Lynn. Put an A on the name of that name.
Okay,
Christina.
Lynn. Where
That's where I
is
get
she?
particular.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, baby.
How are you?
I'm
Tony D,
good.
prepare to be moist.
I came over here to see my Helga.
Oh,
Oh, she's yours now, is she? I'll fight you for her.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Mm-mm.
no,
Nope.
no.
We're gonna have
I'm
to
my
fight about that
Helga.
one.
I am my Helga. Okay, moi,
yes.
Mm-mm. No,
Why
no,
am I? Why do I have to prepare
No.
to be
and the rest of us.
no, no. That's no, no, no. No one else
Oh.
matters. It's my mom.
Okay. Helga
Okay, then bye.
her pants in the bedroom.
I told you it was about to get flooded, didn't I, Helga?
Hey, what's
Oh
up?
my gosh!
Do you have your high waters
Christy,
on?
holy moly! How many people do I have now?
We all coming over from
To-
Mike's broadcast because Mike just shut
Tony,
Six.
do you have your high
1,
waters
2,
on?
3,
We're
4,
about to
5,
get.
6.
Yeah, we're about to wade.
Grand
I'm wearing.
Admiral.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm wearing gym shorts and I'm commando. Okay.
Who wants to come up? I have 2 more places to
TMI.
do.
You've
Let me
got
see.
Tony in
Sunday.
the house. Oh my goodness, Tony is here.
Where is Tironi?
Where is
Oh
she?
yes, she has. Wait, I have to
I-
invite her.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let me see how much do I have now.
Sunday Night Smokers in the building. Texas
I'll lay in the,
Smoke
I'll
in
lay in the, I'll lay in the, I'll lay in the cut. You know, I'm just
Which
Yeah.
Sunday?
Ron is in the
bring
Hold on,
T-Roni
hold on.
up. Let T-Roni live. She don't come out
Yeah.
to play too often.
Chrissy.
Come on.
And if my phone over
Hello.
fluctuates, is because there's too many people on the screen and Haps can't handle it on the phone. So
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Minimize,
okay.
minimize the Teletony D. Make the people small on the screen so it'll
Oh,
last longer.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
don't hit the
noticed
show
you're
live.
kind of
Just
lagging.
leave it where it is. Don't hit the show
Okay,
live.
hold on. Tony,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to give you the direction.
Telco is
You
leading
already
the
know what to
way
do.
in
You
disrupting
already know what to
the
do.
capital market space.
Okay.
Experienced developers.
Anthony, what's good?
With newer
Hey, what's
technology,
up?
such as
Her
blockchain.
creative with her costuming self.
Turn the
What's
TV down,
good?
guys.
So,
Sunday Night Smoke, you ain't got to go nowhere, bro. Stay in the cut. Stay in the cut.
I'm here. No, I'm gonna stay
Tony,
in the
I
cut.
need-
No, let's
Lenny
get right
P is in the
Tony, I
house.
need
she
your
and
shirt
her
like
sexy
yours.
self.
I need to say
Tony,
something. Helga.
Tony, I need a
Oh,
shirt like yours.
There it goes. Bye,
This is an
guys.
old shirt.
I'll see you
Oh,
later.
Hi.
Big cut, baby. Let it cool down and come back.
No.
Let it cool down and come back. You VIP
Hi,
on the
honey.
broadcast.
We're
Let it
gonna hang
cool
out.
down
Come
and
back
come
up.
Hey, Tioni.
T-Roni, I'm not doing this with you, T-Roni. I'm not
Where
doing
you
this
at,
with
T?
you.
Lenny P's in the house. You're going to say Lenny.
So,
Lenny's in the house.
I said Lenny's in
Okay.
the house.
You said
Yeah,
Lenny
I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
say only.
So I wind up
Listen,
next to
listen.
Tony.
Ladies and gentlemen, Helga has control. Everybody
Listen.
chill.
Yes. Only one thing. Please don't talk over each other.
Yep.
That's the only thing I ask.
We're going to try.
Okay, have fun.
try not to.
Me and
Exactly.
Turn
Tony's
this
gonna
to a
try.
block party.
Can I say something?
Exactly. Exactly. Block Party 2, Helga's house.
Bum, bum, bum.
Let's go.
Great.
That's
My-
right.
Where's T at?
James
Where
Darwin's
Roni
in the
at?
house. That's my man.
Roni, you here? Where you at? Where you
Jedi
at?
Sun,
Whoa,
Jedi
whoa.
Sunshine. Senshi is in the house. How you doing?
That's
Heavy,
my
Got you,
heavy,
James.
heavy. Luke
Got you,
McPhee in
James.
the building. We heavy. Like I say, if the panel gets heavy, I can just be a voice in the sky.
No, we maxed out. I mean, we're good right now. We want.
You max?
Ted. Oh,
Here
Ted.
goes
Here.
Big Ted. So bring me.
Coming in here. Gosh.
What's the name? Tony D. You can bring me down and bring up.
No. Bring me
Oh,
down.
that is yes. No.
Well, I can come down if you want me to.
Don't be
listening to none of y'all.
copycats, goddammit.
I'm
Smoke.
listening to none of y'all. All right. T-Roni says she's gonna stay out the chat. I'm gonna take her invite down. Ted, don't you go nowhere. Desiree already came down. We got
Okay.
8 in the cut. That's the full
So I'll
squad.
I'll sit.
Desiree, I'm gonna take her invite off because her phone died. I already got that.
Jump back in the chat, Des, when you're ready. We'll snap you back up.
I do have a question for you, Helga. Did Purple Rain drop down?
Nice
Is
hat.
Purple Rain coming back?
No.
Okay, I'll take that invite off.
There you go, Tony D. Work it.
Yeah, I'm working it. DDK, I don't know if he's gonna make
Yeah,
it.
I
or
just
not.
I
Anybody
just
know?
had to be part of this. I'm still in my costume from my story time.
No,
It's like
just
great.
take it down.
It looks great. I like it. I really like
Thank
that.
I
you.
like that.
This is my favorite hat.
Debbie,
like
if you're
it. I
in the
like it.
chat, are
Look
you
hot.
coming up?
Can you, Chrissy,
GA
you want
Throne
to
might
ask
come up.
something?
Yes, I do. Thank
Hmm?
you.
Okay.
No, I just wanted. This has nothing to do with vaccines. It has to do with this morning, Helga. You could have argued with me, but you got 196 people in here now. Haha, I win. People love you.
Nice.
What happened this morning?
I got you, Debbie.
Oh, she
I
just did
love you, Des.
a whole bunch of people, and she didn't believe that everybody, loved her so much, and so
Oh
now.
my gosh. Yeah, we do.
God, Luke.
Oh, we love
How
Helga.
can you not love this sweet lady?
Agreed.
Let's
Agreed.
go.
I didn't
Let's
even
go.
change
We
to be
here.
here, okay?
No,
I've
you ain't
gotten
got
to
to
this
change.
size.
I
I
really
like
love the
change.
hat.
Yeah, it's a cool hat.
I think you
I got
need
a
a Wonder
question
Woman
about.
outfit. You really do need a Wonder Woman outfit.
I
This
got a
is
Do
like
what?
question
the
about hats.
I want to do the movie one because it's all like leathers and everything, and I have a thing for leather.
Go
I
for
love
it. Is
Tony,
Cran going to come up,
Tony,
Helga, or you don't
I
know?
have a
That's
thing for
what she
leather.
said.
Okay. I also have a leather version of this hat.
Uh-oh.
That's the Jack Sparrow version.
Oh, it's better than Jack's.
Nice. Helga, is Cran going to come up, or you don't know?
Yes.
I'm gonna be
Okay,
quiet
Cran's
over
going to
here.
come up. So we got
Yes.
this is almost everybody that's left. DDK, we haven't heard from him how long?
Now you can
Take that
delete
one
that
off.
one. Yes.
Okay. So Cran's not coming up either.
Is
Is
she
Ted
gone?
still here?
Cran.
I don't see Cran on the. You got the invite. I don't know if she came up or not.
Okay, just drop it down if she
I'll
comes
drop
in.
Cran and I'll drop DDK because I'm assuming
Yeah,
they've been
jump,
up there for
jump
a
in the
minute.
stream.
Is
GA
Ted still
Throne's
here?
not up. Cran's not. Yeah, Ted's still there. I know what's
Yeah.
going on with Ted. We're gonna hold his place.
Okay.
Okay, that is everybody. So that's everybody for your invites. Anybody who's in the chat, if y'all want to come up, go ahead and say something. I got her under control. What was what, motherfucker? What the hell are we talking about? Said my pen and being I have one of the outfits in mind.
Yeah, I do. Jadzia's Klingon outfit with the
Nice.
Yeah. Well, Martin and I rejoined CAG, right, the Klingon Assault Group, and you're supposed to have a Klingon outfit, but I don't want to do the bumps, so I want to do her Jadzia Dax's leather Klingon outfit with the big shoulders and everything. And, I kept my batleth. That's one of the things that I've kept for all these years, so
Nice.
gotta have a reason to use it.
Nice.
CAG is like, right?
Easy, Tony.
Sorry?
CAG is SAG in America.
Yeah,
I think I want a Jim
to be,
Hadar outfit. I think I want a Jim Hadar outfit. I
Ooh.
think I do.
Oh, let's do it, Tony.
I've been
You can't say that in the internet. They're gonna take a little. You can't say that.
I have a Star Trek uniform. It's just
I love
the Star Trek uniform, and then I'll wear my black dress pants as the bottom. Literally, it's just like a tunic. It's like a Star Trek tunic, and then for my bottom, I just wear my black pants because that's that's all they really wear. And
no, AD,
it looks pretty convincing.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing because I was trying to think of what I was gonna say I had because I don't have nothing. So I wasn't laughing at your thing. I was just like, damn, everybody else got something. Come on, come up with something.
Well, I want to make Helga.
Nigga, you ain't got shit.
I want to make Helga into the voodoo priestess thing and do the big robes and just like do little marks on her face and the big Rasta wig.
No,
Yeah.
voodoo queen, please. No.
Not one, but two red sweaters.
Edmund in the building.
You better work this.
Sorry, Chrissy.
No, it's okay. I just said I
What's
have
up,
red ensign shirts because I think it's funny and that's just how I roll.
It's
and
not
anybody
funny, but the red ones all fly.
knows that red ensign is the one who gets it first.
Yep. Yep. Send them in first. Always send them in first.
That's my guy. We in the building. Right. Now you make me want to go order something now. Let me get online real quick.
Listen, I can't.
Can somebody order me something?
Listen,
give me a
Desiree, you play too much.
size double X, size double X, and not that Black
Motherfuckers on the
Panther
background
outfit.
hollering at somebody like somebody actually listening to your ass like you on the balcony in an apartment building. Take your ass to bed.
I actually do get help here in the studio.
That's a shame.
I have been Batman musically. That's Solomon.
Size 2X.
I'm gonna tell you what would be dope. I need a Batman Beyond outfit.
If you're
A Batman what?
But that's a cartoon. I don't know. I haven't seen the
I
real.
know Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond was dope. Batman Beyond or Voltron. I get a Voltron outfit. I'll be.
Oh my god,
That would
you
be
know, so
hard.
popular.
Tony, no offense.
And
but I
I'll
can
beat
see-
their head.
Tony, no offense, but I can see you. I can see you as Black Lightning. Black Lightning would be
I
your
could do that.
costume.
From the WB. Not bad. Not
Black
bad. There you go.
Lightning. Black
you
Lightning
go.
would be your
Chrissy,
costume.
where did Chrissy go? Did her phone die?
No, she went to get dressed.
Helga, I need you to take care of your daughter
man,
over here because she is having
right now.
fantasies.
Jeez.
Your daughter's over there.
Tony, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to
I'm
read that
listening.
one in the
Want
right
a
voice.
Voltron classic adult costume?
A Voltron classic adult costume, the original version. Yes, I would wear that.
Well, go on Amazon
Or-
and put that in search.
Or
Really?
Tony, you should get you a fake mustache and get your suit and say, "I'm Steve Harvey." What's up?
Oh, ooh, not bad. Look at Infinity's face.
Can't talk like him. We saw your comment, and we just been bugging.
Is the Voltron outfit crotchless?
Hey.
I'm sorry. Did I say botchless?
Botchless. Spray your hair. Oh my god.
Yes, Chrissy.
Good.
Yes,
Oh,
Chrissy.
Chrissy's back. Hey, Chris.
Oh no, I said what?
Did
Now
you get dressed?
from costumes, botulism.
Can I be honest with y'all?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to say something I never said before.
Okay.
Lenny
Uh-oh.
gets on my nerves because I'm looking at it right now.
What you do? What you did, Lenny?
What?
She told me where the Voltron costume is, and I actually see it.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! You really? Oh shit! Yes, there you go. Does it come in adult sizes?
That looks
Does
It
it come in
says
adult
men's
sizes?
suit. But see, this is the Netflix version of Voltron. They don't have the original version. So you
Super
gotta know these
7
things.
Yeah.
Voltron Defender.
That would probably be bulky. Like that would.
Nah,
be
the original version was fitting, not necessarily tight, but fitting.
That
And see, if I
looks kind
get
of
that,
cheesy.
or I fuck around and get a G-Force outfit. Remember the old G-Force, the Battle of the Planets?
Yes!
That thing turned into
Yes!
the Phoenix,
Gotcha,
and he's standing like this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that pose with it. You gotta lean with it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Becky,
I'll be Jason. I'll be number
That's-
2. I
yeah,
know you got
yeah,
Mark is
yeah,
number
yeah,
1. I'll be
yeah.
Jason.
Yeah,
Mark's
yeah,
too
yeah.
innocent. No one
Like-
needs
We
Oh,
can
that reminds me of
Hi,
Ultraman.
Frida.
get little homie from down the dial. He can be tiny.
Big front candy panties on the costume. Oh my god.
Ooh, they got
my
the new Wonder Woman. Ooh,
Ah. Ay,
Look-
ay,
So
ay,
it makes
this
me
is
think of
brutal.
Ultraman.
I like the new
Oh,
Wonder Woman.
Ultraman.
I never knew when.
I'm so sorry, Helga. I didn't mean to start all this.
Oh, have fun. I just said have fun. This is not my broadcast. This is
Yeah,
our
I would tell
broadcast.
all my age because I ain't told everybody I want that blue
Hey,
Falcon.
Blazing.
I'll look that up.
Ooh, Blaze, what's goody?
Blaze was good.
Oh,
Do you have
gosh.
place for Blazing?
Pull up. I can pull down because I'm just the voice in the sky.
The
Where
blue
Throw 'em
Falcon
up.
Where is
outfit.
Blazing? I don't see him.
Nope, he's in the chat
You
right
would
now.
make a
Pull him
great
up.
Well,
job.
Oh, there he is.
And-
Okay.
Oh, he's
Oh,
listening
listening
before
before
work.
work.
I mean, he
Okay,
changed.
don't work too hard
Alrighty.
tonight, bro.
Blue Falcon.
I remember the Blue Falcon. He had the little
Oh my God,
bird
the Blue
too,
Falcon,
like
yeah.
that birdie thingy, and he had an ill car. Did he have like a little car thingy or
Oh
something?
snap! Hey yo, they got a Winter Soldier outfit.
Mm-hmm.
What did it do?
Yeah.
He
Yes,
just like an
Chrissy.
arm.
No. I'm sorry.
What is it? An arm?
It's the Falcon Captain. It's the Falcon Captain America costume. That thing $230. I'm not doing that.
I forgot
Yes,
Halloween
Chrissy.
right around the corner. Oh
Yeah,
man,
Halloween's-
I got a
Halloween's at
special.
work.
I have a special show.
I'm not going to tell you
What?
how much this outfit
We're not gonna
is.
get dressed well. I don't know.
TJ,
I'm always
you went
dressed
there,
up.
TJ. You went
Yeah, I
there,
just have
TJ.
to look around
Everybody
online.
went
Dressed
there.
up.
I just found the new Wonder Woman costume that I want. Woo!
Oh,
Whoa.
hell.
Oh, yeah?
If it ain't see through, it don't count.
No, I mean, like the new. This is different. I made my own Wonder Woman costume back in the day.
Your face
I
see
went.
through like the plane that don't count.
Easy.
See,
I have
the Wonder
I
Woman
saved that for a
cosplay.
Halloween show, but I had the most freaking
Ooh,
hilarious thing happen to me with that
I know who I
when I
need.
wore
I
it.
need Green Lantern.
May I have 1 second?
Yes.
Hello, Jeeves. And then Chrissy wanted to
Jesus.
say something.
Oh, I just want to say that I
Bring him
have
up.
a broadcast on another platform, so I may get zapped out of here. I just wanted to let you know why. Smoke, what time?
Okay, Han.
Oh, okay, cool.
Smoke,
I'm sorry.
what
Uh-huh.
time? Live.
I'm sorry. I didn't even hear the
It's 10:23.
What time are you going live?
Oh, we went already. I went
Did you?
Yo,
Okay.
you missed me 2 days in a row. You sleep too much, Chrissy. I be calling
I
you too. I'm like, where
Chrissy, what's going on
Chrissy?
with you?
I was.
Somebody change her weed. Change
Yeah,
your weed
no,
now.
you missed me twice, mommy.
I
Yeah. Like Friday. I was like, where Chrissy?
Change your weed.
No.
Not your
No,
weave.
don't change. No,
Your
send me
weed.
some of that shit.
Oh.
Let's go. I need some of that. Yeah, you missed me. Yeah, you missed yeah, we hanging out. This is the aftermath.
Tony, you
It's all
just
good.
listen to your disco, okay?
Take your time. Take your time.
We in the mood. We in the mood. We rocking.
Take your time.
Tony,
All
I'll put a
good.
costume up for
So
you.
I saw your link, Anthony.
Go ahead, Chris. What did you say?
That
if
looked good on you.
because for some reason I'm not getting the notification, can you like message me what time you're going on if it's at the same time? You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. You know what it is? Oh, well, I'm not gonna jump off again till Friday. Friday,
Oh,
5 o'clock, and Sunday 7. We doing You know what it is? Oh, I know where I threw you off at. On Sunday, we started at 7 o'clock instead of 8. That's what happened. We started early. I'm
got
sorry. I'm like, damn. Yeah, we
See,
started an hour early.
it ain't hard.
Sorry.
Maybe
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Y'all thought Captain Marvel was awesome?
Yeah.
I don't
Why the
know.
hell
It
not?
wasn't
What, the
bad.
movie?
What
Yeah,
on the
Chrissy missed the
on
block party.
the
Yeah,
what
James.
if?
Yeah, the block party was good. Yeah, we
On the
missed the
what if,
block. That was
Tony?
early. I was like, where you at,
like
Chrissy?
Oh, I hadn't seen it on
No.
this yet.
Thanks.
JC,
But I
might be
started early, Chris.
satisfied and
Yeah,
checking
yeah,
in
yeah,
now.
yeah, 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 Carl Hungry.
Yet,
Yeah.
though,
Yeah,
when
Carl Hungry.
something
Yeah.
is good,
The
go
what
for a
if?
little bit
It
of
was
value,
awesome.
perhaps
I
targeting
mean,
an 8 or
Thor is a
really
party
kids.
animal. It was just like hilarious.
Goes big.
I love the what
It's
if.
130.
I hear something. Who's this?
Don't love
Who
it
is
here. I
that?
think you're really only getting called by something that has you beat.
Somebody watching TV?
Who is
Don't
that?
think our man
That's Lenny.
JC would be having an 8
Lenny,
in
you
early
watching TV?
position here, no
Block
mill
party was
position,
good, yeah.
Oh, I thought I
messing around
muted
with
it.
something
Sorry.
like
You ain't muting
that.
nothing.
Come on
Who
now.
yo,
Come on.
yo, you gotta sneak.
Oh,
Listen, you
wait.
sneaking around with booty
What did
calls
I
and
do?
can't keep
But
a secret.
Sorry.
We gotta
you
work
got
on your
called.
subliminals
Yeah,
up in
you
here.
No,
you
hang
you
on. I'm trying to
perfect.
get
You could be in the
Wow.
this
Sesame
muted.
Try to
Street.
find
now,
that out.
God damn it.
Yeah,
You could
wait
be
a
in
minute.
the
I'm trying
Hell.
to get
Sesame
this
Street.
sound muted.
Tony,
Hold on.
mute her, please. Let her
She
business
muted
not be
early. I
on
know
the
she
Sorry
know what
about
she
internet.
that.
doing.
I thought I had hit the mute button first
Oh no,
because
ma'am.
Give
Oh
me
no,
a damn
ma'am.
director. Give me a
You'll
director.
think you
my
can
Nah, I
nephew.
got this.
JJ and JC here.
Hey, what is
Lenny,
going on?
Lenny.
Wait, chill out. I'm trying to
Tony,
find the mute.
mute the
What you mean chill
goddamn
out?
button.
I'm about to know this
Trying to
dude
get the
personally with
mute.
everything he's telling me.
So that was my
Desiree,
There.
I love you,
Okay,
Whew.
okay.
My
but look,
Thank you.
apologies.
Sorry, this is my broadcast.
yes.
I don't want to do this, but no background noises,
No,
please.
it was an accident.
Yeah, okay.
Before I
Thank
went
you.
over to click
Thank
that
you.
on, I thought I had hit the mic thing.
Thank you.
So there
hon.
was a
I
total
need
accident. I would
It's
never
all
do that.
okay. It's okay.
I need to know what other characters I'm missing because I gotta find me a Halloween costume.
That was actually, it's a poker tournament because my nephew works at this place and they're streaming it live. So I was trying to see if I could catch a glimpse of him.
Texas Hold'em.
It's from a place in Texas.
She says from a place in Texas. Oh my
Well,
God.
he works
Texas
there.
Hold'em.
So don't ask me. I don't know how to play all these different kind of pokers. I just turned on the stream because I
Tony,
know
do
that's
Nick
where he
Fury.
works at, and I was trying to see if I could get a glimpse of my handsome nephew.
Do what?
I
Nick
miss him.
Fury.
I could do Nick
Fury.
Fury. I could
Oh
pull up
yeah,
Nick
I
Fury.
Patrick.
I could
Scar
pull up
and the
Nick Fury.
patch and
Yep.
Hello,
great.
Milton.
What the what?
What's up?
What do you
What the
what?
what? Milton Bananas in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, Milton.
What the what? What the what? Yo,
I
Milt,
think
what
Tony
up?
would look good as Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Desiree, I'm not
Or the
messing
eye
with you, Desiree.
patch. And all you need is a leather
Scar.
3/4 trench. All you need is a
A big huge.
well, you
Yeah.
could just draw that with a crayon or something.
And just a
You know
little
what I mean? Draw
prosthetic
the
big
little
scar down the eye. It's just like,
yeah, throw the
yeah.
like the little rubber thingy, sticky rubber thingy.
And he's got to
Just
look,
have a few-
and he's got to look grouchy all the time, which he does anyway.
just have a few drinks. Look, there you go. That's the face right there.
Yeah.
You look like Jack Sparrow's girlfriend. On what was the one?
Bite your tongue.
Listen, you are sullying his good name.
That's like a his and hers version of Jack Sparrow.
No one
You
speaks
said
that way
who is
about
Dick
Charity.
Exactly.
You know how
Oh,
my
man,
character
this
got
is
her name?
crazy.
How?
Only female on board an all-male ship. So the last thing we want to give the crew is Charity. So she's Charity.
And you know what they say?
Oh,
it's still warm.
Bomba class.
Right.
Besides,
How
most of
dare
them are
you.
ugly as, you know.
Oh man.
I gotta find me a Halloween costume. Y'all got me searching for real now. They do not have a Nick
How
Fury
dare
costume on here.
you?
How dare
You
you?
don't need a Nick Fury costume. That's the best thing about it.
Well, you have
It's
just
all
put it
Three
in
findable
quarter
on
leather
their
and an
own.
eye patch. Eye patch.
Go to
A black
Google and put it in
crayon.
search.
I'm on
eye
Amazon
patch.
searching because that's where you told me in the first place. So yeah.
Black leather.
How much
I
does
There's
a
was
pound
lots
of
of
cake
costume
cost?
shops. So I have a question. This is silly, but everyone was told to come over here, but Michael's still alive.
Like that.
Sorry, try again. Question?
How much does a pirate pay for corn?
Gosh.
Fucking here. That's really funny.
Yo, I'm done. Big Money 24, you got
That
competition,
did you in?
man.
Come on.
Oh, that was
that
good. That was
crazy.
good. That was good.
That
I've
was
never heard that one. That's pretty good.
Oh, Tony, what was the comment you were laughing about?
Yo, I never heard that one either.
Shoot,
Oh,
I can't
man.
remember.
What was
In
the
the
one that you
broadcast.
Oh, shit.
The what?
Well,
I don't remember. It was something that was said. I was cracking up so hard. I said,
ooh,
I'm not gonna
damn.
forget that, and now I forgot it.
I forgot what it
Well,
was.
I'm like this now. I'm like, wait,
Milton.
no.
Oh, this dude. What the hell? What the hell?
Okay, that's
In
hilarious.
God's
You know what's
name, my
crazy?
good man.
Yo,
Holy
wait.
smokes. Why did you find that so funny?
Yo,
Okay.
Sweet
yo,
Jesus.
I gotta
I'm
do.
surprised
Yo,
you're
AD,
still married.
come
You
on,
can't
AD,
make
come
your
on,
wife scream.
don't get us started. Come on, cut this shit out.
This dude.
Come on.
Seriously?
Look. Oh
And then you
man,
gonna
I'm
get in the
done. I'm
camera.
done.
Oh man,
I'm
come on,
done.
B. We treat you
Yo,
better
I'm
than that.
done.
Come on, B.
Jeeves, where you at? Jeeves, come on, man. You're killing me. You stuff like a motherfucker.
Hey,
Desiree,
Oh
you
my
okay?
god.
Desiree, are you
Jeez.
okay over there?
Hey, geez, they go and come again.
This dude is too much.
All you need is the. Yo, I'm done.
They
I know
go
what I
and
gotta
come
get.
again.
I'm gonna go find me a Humpty Hump costume.
Oh yeah, that's
What?
word. Shock G. Rest in
Humpty
peace, Shock
Hump?
G. Shock G. Humpty. Shock G.
Okay, wait a
That's
minute.
the
Lenny,
nose and
Lenny,
glasses
you
and
never
hat.
heard of the
Just
Humpty
go
Hump
naked.
dance?
I'm sure you'll
Yes.
scare a lot of people.
Oh man, you
Yes.
done got him
Never heard.
started.
Lenny, you
It's
never
in
heard of
that.
the Humpty
It's in
Hump
that
dance?
movie. It's in
Oh,
that
excuse
movie.
me.
Nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
Humpty
Oh
Dance.
boy.
Now, ladies
You're
and
right,
gentlemen,
Desiree.
I've got a half-hour drive ahead of me, so I am going to head out. It was great to be here. Thank you, Helga, for having me on. Good luck, Tony, in your search.
Always, baby.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Not the Pumpty
You be
Pump dance.
safe
This
driving.
joker.
It's
This
Talk
been
to you
joker.
guys
real.
later.
Be good.
Later.
Take care, ladies.
I think you should dress up as Wonder Woman.
Uh-uh.
No, in the Humpty Dance in the